The air inside the studio does not feel like air anymore. It feels thick, heavy, and charged with static electricity, the kind that makes the hair on your arms stand up before a storm breaks. The lights overhead are not warm or inviting. They are harsh, white, and unforgiving, cutting through the haze of anticipation that has settled over the room. Every camera lens is focused on a single point in space, a red tally light blinking like a heartbeat in the darkness. The silence is not empty. It is full. It is packed with the held breaths of 300 people who know they are about to witness something that cannot be undone. The atmosphere is brittle, ready to snap at the slightest touch. You can hear the hum of the equipment, a low drone that seems to vibrate in your chest. The temperature drops, or perhaps it just feels that way because the tension is so cold, so sharp. No one moves. No one dares to shift in their seat. The dust motes dancing in the beams of light seem to freeze in place, suspended in time. This is not a talk show. This is an arena, and the gladiators are about to enter. The stage is set with a minimalist design, sleek black surfaces reflecting the intense glare of the spotlights. There are no distractions, no colorful backdrops, no cheering crowds, just 2 chairs, a small table, and the vast, oppressive weight of expectation. The crew members stand frozen against the walls, invisible shadows in the periphery, afraid to make a sound. The director counts down in his headset, but the numbers are silent to the audience. 3, 2, 1. The world holds its breath. The doors at the back of the stage swing open with a force that echoes off the concrete walls. He walks in. He does not wave. He does not smile. He does not acknowledge the scattered applause that dies instantly under the weight of his glare. His suit is dark, almost black, tailored to emphasize breadth and power. His tie is long, a splash of red against the monochrome severity of his attire. He moves with a deliberate, heavy stride, each step claiming the floor as his own territory. His face is a mask of controlled fury, the jaw set tight, the eyes scanning the room not with curiosity but with assessment. He is looking for threats. He is looking for weakness. He finds neither, only the unblinking stare of the host waiting in the center of the stage. He takes his seat not with grace but with a thud, the chair groaning under the sudden shift in weight. He leans forward, elbows on knees, hands clasped tightly together, knuckles white. He is coiled, a spring compressed to its breaking point. The space around him seems to shrink, the oxygen sucked out by the sheer magnitude of his presence. He is here to dominate. He is here to win, and he believes he already has. The cameras zoom in, capturing the slight sheen of sweat on his upper lip, the rapid rise and fall of his chest. He is adrenaline-fueled, ready for battle. He expects a friendly chat. He expects soft questions. He expects to control the narrative from the first second. But the energy in the room tells a different story. It is predatory. It is hungry. And he is the prey, though he does not know it yet. Across from him sits the other man. He is smaller, slighter, dressed in a simple sweater that looks soft and unassuming against the armor of the suit opposite him. He does not flinch. He does not look away. He watches the entrance with a calm that borders on indifference. This is the first mistake. The man in the suit expects fear. He expects deference. He gets neither. The host adjusts his glasses, a small, precise movement that signals readiness. He picks up a single sheet of paper from the desk in front of him. It is thin, fragile, insignificant, but he holds it like a weapon. The first words are not greetings. They are not pleasantries. They are a declaration of war. The host speaks, his voice quiet but carrying to every corner of the silent room. He says that the truth has a way of surfacing no matter how deep you bury it. He says that tonight the burial ends. The man in the suit laughs, a short, sharp bark that lacks humor. He leans back, spreading his arms wide, taking up more space, trying to push the host back with sheer physical presence. He says that this is a joke. He says that the host is a clown, but his eyes do not laugh. His eyes are darting, calculating, searching for the trap. The trap is already sprung. The host smiles, a small, sad smile that does not reach his eyes. He turns the page. The sound of the paper turning is louder than a gunshot in the quiet studio. The confrontation has begun. The initial exchange sets the tone for everything that follows. It is not a debate. It is an execution, and the executioner is patient. If this moment shocked you, don't look away. Hit subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next explosive showdown. These stories aren't just drama, they reveal how power really works. Stay with us. The next truth drop is coming. The dynamic in the room is shifting already, subtle but undeniable. The man in the suit tries to regain control by interrupting, by talking over the host, but the host simply waits. He lets the interruption happen. He lets the man speak until he runs out of steam. Then he continues. This technique is disarming. It shows that the host is not afraid of the noise. He is confident in the signal, and the signal is strong. The audience senses this confidence. They lean in. They want to see what happens when the bully meets someone who cannot be bullied. The tension ramps up. The air gets thinner. The stakes are higher than anyone realized. This is not just about politics. It is about integrity. It is about truth. And truth is a dangerous thing in the wrong hands. The attack begins not with a shout, but with a whisper that cuts through the noise. The host starts to list dates, specific dates, times, locations. He speaks with the rhythm of a metronome, steady and relentless. January 12th, February 3rd, March 15th. Each date is a hammer blow, striking the same spot over and over again. The man in the suit shifts in his chair. He uncrosses his legs and crosses them again. He clears his throat, a rough, grinding sound. He tries to interrupt, to break the rhythm, but the host does not stop. He does not look up. He continues to read, his voice gaining strength, gaining volume. He talks about meetings that never happened, about calls that were never made, about promises that were written down and then shredded. The audience begins to murmur, a low rumble of confusion and intrigue. They are leaning forward now, drawn in by the specificity of the details. This is not vague accusation. This is surgical precision. The man in the suit raises a hand, palm out, a gesture meant to stop traffic, to halt the flow of information. He says that this is fake news. He says that the host is lying, but his voice cracks on the word lying. It is a small crack, barely noticeable, but it is there. The host pauses. He looks up. He meets the gaze of the man in the suit. He does not blink. He asks a simple question. Where were you on the night of the 15th? The question hangs in the air, heavy and suffocating. The man in the suit opens his mouth to answer, but no sound comes out. He closes it. He swallows hard. The sweat begins to bead on his forehead, glistening under the harsh lights. The attack is working. It is piercing the armor. The host continues. He brings up names, people who were supposed to be there, people who signed affidavits. He reads their names slowly, giving each one weight. Sarah, Michael, Jennifer, David. With each name, the man in the suit flinches. It is subtle, a twitch of the eye, a tightening of the lip, but it is visible to everyone. The camera zooms in, capturing every micro-expression, every sign of discomfort. The host describes the contents of the meetings. He describes the tone of the conversations. He describes the money that changed hands. The details are vivid, colorful, undeniable. They paint a picture of a world that exists behind closed doors, a world of shadows and secrets. The man in the suit tries to laugh again, but it comes out as a cough. He reaches for a glass of water on the table. His hand shakes just slightly, but the camera catches it. The water ripples in the glass, a tiny earthquake in a crystal cup. He drinks, but the water does not help. His throat is dry. His mind is racing. He is trying to remember what he said, what he did, who he talked to, but the host is moving too fast. The facts are piling up one on top of the other, building a wall that he cannot climb. The audience is silent now, completely silent. They are watching a man unravel in real time. They are watching the facade crumble. The host does not raise his voice. He does not need to. The facts are loud enough. They scream from the page. They echo in the hollow spaces of the studio. The man in the suit looks around the room, looking for an ally, looking for support. He finds none. The cameras are all focused on him. The lights are all on him. He is alone. The psychological pressure is immense. The host is not just listing facts. He is dismantling a persona. He is stripping away the layers of protection that the man in the suit has built around himself for years. Each fact is a chisel strike. Each date is a wedge. The structure is weakening. The foundation is cracking. The man in the suit knows it. He can feel the ground shifting beneath him. He tries to stand firm, but his feet are slipping. He tries to shout, but his voice is weak. He tries to lie, but the lies are transparent. The host sees it all. He sees the panic. He sees the fear, and he presses harder. He does not let up. He does not give any quarter. This is not mercy. This is justice. Or at least it is the closest thing to justice that television can offer. The audience feels the weight of it. They feel the gravity of the situation. They are not just spectators. They are witnesses, and witnesses have a responsibility. They must pay attention. They must understand. They must remember. Drop your thoughts in the comments and tell us whose side you think truly controlled the room. Is it the one speaking or the one listening? The dynamics of power are shifting, and you are witnessing it live. Make sure to hit subscribe, turn on notifications, and stay with us. The next confrontation is already coming. The engagement in the room is palpable. The audience is no longer passive. They are active participants in the drama. They are judging. They are evaluating. They are deciding. And their decision is forming quickly. It is forming against the man in the suit. He has lost them. He has lost the room, and once you lose the room, you lose everything. The host knows this. He plays to the room. He plays to the audience. He gives them what they want. He gives them the truth, and the truth is ugly. It is messy. It is complicated, but it is real. And reality is always more powerful than fiction. Then the strategy changes. The host stops reading. He puts the paper down. He folds his hands on the desk. He leans back in his chair. He says nothing. The silence that follows is absolute. It is a vacuum. It sucks the air out of the room. The man in the suit waits for the next question. He waits for the next attack, but it does not come. The host just watches him. He stares at him with a blank, unreadable expression. The seconds tick by. 1, 2, 3, 10, 20, 30. The silence stretches, thin and taut, ready to snap. The man in the suit begins to fidget. He adjusts his tie. He smooths his jacket. He taps his foot. The tapping is loud in the quiet. Tap, tap, tap. It is the sound of anxiety. It is the sound of a mind working overtime, trying to find a way out. The host does not move. He does not blink. He is a statue. He is a mirror. He reflects the panic back at the man in the suit. The man in the suit tries to speak. He starts to say something, anything, to fill the void, but he stops. He realizes that whatever he says will be used against him, so he stays silent too, but his silence is different. It is fearful. It is defensive. The host's silence is powerful. It is offensive. It is a weapon. The audience holds its breath. They are waiting for the other shoe to drop. They are waiting for the explosion, but the host just waits. He lets the tension build. He lets it coil tighter and tighter. He knows that the man in the suit cannot handle the quiet. He needs the noise. He needs the chaos. Without it, he is lost. The camera stays on the man's face. You can see the thoughts racing behind his eyes. You can see the fear taking root. He looks at the host, pleading with his eyes for a cue, for a direction, for anything. But the host gives him nothing, just silence, heavy, crushing silence. The silence is not empty. It is full of questions. Why is he not speaking? What does he know? What is he hiding? The audience begins to project their own fears onto the scene. They begin to imagine the worst. The silence allows their imaginations to run wild. It is more effective than any accusation. It is more damaging than any insult. The man in the suit shifts again. He leans forward, trying to reclaim the space. He tries to look strong, but his eyes betray him. They are wide, dilated, scared. He clears his throat again. The sound is harsh, grating. It breaks the silence, but only for a second. The silence rushes back in, stronger than before. The host finally moves. He picks up a pen. He clicks it. Click. The sound is sharp, final. He writes something on a notepad. He does not show what he writes. He just writes. The man in the suit watches the pen. He is obsessed with it. He wants to know what is being written. Is it a note, a verdict, a joke? He does not know. And not knowing is killing him. The host finishes writing. He puts the pen down. He looks up. He still does not speak. He just looks. The power dynamic has completely shifted. The man in the suit is no longer the aggressor. He is the prey. The host is the hunter, and the hunt is slow. It is deliberate. It is cruel. The audience feels it. They feel the shift in the air. They feel the change in the gravity of the room. The man in the suit is shrinking. He is becoming smaller, less significant. The host is growing. He is becoming larger, more imposing, all without saying a word. This is the power of silence. It is the power of control, and the host has all of it. These stories aren't just drama. They reveal how power really works. Stay with us. The next truth drop is coming. If this moment shocked you, wait until you see what happens next. Stories like this don't end when the cameras turn off. The real consequences always come after the silence. The strategic use of silence is a masterclass in psychological warfare. It forces the opponent to confront their own guilt. It forces them to fill the void with their own insecurities. And in doing so, they reveal themselves, they show their hand, they show their fear, and fear is the ultimate giveaway. The host knows this. He has studied this. He has practiced this, and now he is executing it perfectly. The man in the suit is trapped in a web of his own making, and the host is just pulling the strings. Pivot arrives like a thunderclap. The host finally speaks, but he does not ask a question. He makes a statement. He says that he has something to show. He reaches under the desk. He pulls out a tablet. It is sleek, modern, glowing with a soft blue light. He places it on the desk. He turns it around so that the man in the suit can see the screen. But the audience cannot see it yet. The camera stays on the man's face. The man in the suit looks at the tablet. His eyes widen. His face goes pale. The color drains from his cheeks so fast it is startling. He looks up at the host, his mouth open in shock. He shakes his head. No, he whispers the word. No, it is a plea. It is a denial. It is a confession. The host nods. Yes, he presses a button on the tablet. The large screen behind them lights up. The audience gasps, a collective intake of breath that sucks the oxygen out of the room. On the screen is a video. It is grainy, dark, but clear enough. It shows a room, a hotel room. It shows two men. One of them is the man in the suit. The other is a man who was supposed to be dead, or missing, or somewhere else entirely. The timestamp in the corner of the video is undeniable. It is the night of the 15th. The night he said he was at home. The night he said he was alone. The video plays. It shows them talking. It shows them laughing. It shows an envelope being passed from one hand to the other. The envelope is thick. It is bulging. The man in the suit stares at the screen. He is frozen. He cannot look away. He cannot breathe. The video is only 10 seconds long, but it feels like an hour. It loops again and again. The handshake, the envelope, the smile. The smile is the worst part. It is a smile of complicity. It is a smile of guilt. The host does not comment. He does not need to. The video speaks for itself. It is the smoking gun. It is the nail in the coffin. The man in the suit tries to stand up. He pushes his chair back. The legs scrape against the floor, a screech of metal on wood. But he does not stand. He falls back into the chair. His legs have given out. He is trapped. He is exposed. The pivot has turned the entire narrative on its head. Everything that came before was just set up. This is the payoff. This is the truth, and it is devastating. The revelation changes everything. The previous accusations were just context. This is the core. This is the heart of the matter. The video proves intent. It proves knowledge. It proves participation. There is no way out. There is no excuse. The man in the suit is done. He knows it. The host knows it. The audience knows it. The only question left is how he will react. Will he deny it? Will he attack? Will he break? The suspense is unbearable. The host waits. He lets the video play one more time. He lets the image burn itself into the minds of everyone watching. He lets the reality sink in, and then he speaks. He asks a simple question. Do you recognize this man? The man in the suit stares at the screen. He does not answer. He cannot answer. To answer is to admit. To admit is to fall. So he stays silent, but his silence is no longer powerful. It is pathetic. It is the silence of defeat. The host nods. He understands. He does not need an answer. The video is the answer. The video is the truth, and the truth is undeniable. The evidence layer begins to unfold piece by painful piece. The host does not stop with the video. He has more. He always has more. He picks up another document. This one is a bank statement. He projects it onto the screen. The numbers are highlighted in yellow. Large sums, transfers to offshore accounts, dates that match the meetings, names that match the people in the video. The host reads the amounts. 1 million, 2 million, 5 million. The numbers roll off his tongue like poetry. They are beautiful in their clarity. They are terrible in their implication. The man in the suit covers his face with his hands. He is hiding. He is trying to disappear. But the cameras are everywhere. They capture his despair. They capture his shame. The audience is stunned. They are processing the scale of it. This is not just a lie. This is a conspiracy. This is a crime. The host brings up email chains, printed out and displayed on the screen. The subject lines are innocuous. Golf trip, dinner plans, charity event. But the content is damning. Code words, hidden meanings, instructions. The host decodes them for the audience. He explains what golf trip means. He explains what dinner plans means. He translates the language of corruption into the language of truth. The audience nods. They understand now. They see the pattern. They see the web, and they see the spider sitting in the center of it, trembling. The accumulation of evidence is overwhelming. It is a tidal wave. It is a landslide. There is no stopping it. The man in the suit is buried under the weight of it. He is crushed. He is destroyed. The host moves methodically. He presents each piece of evidence with care. He explains its significance. He connects it to the next piece. He builds a case that is ironclad. He builds a narrative that is compelling. He builds a story that is true. And truth is the most powerful story of all. The audience is captivated. They are mesmerized. They are unable to look away. They are witnessing history. They are witnessing justice. And they are loving every second of it. The host is a conductor. He is orchestrating a symphony of facts. And the music is beautiful. It is the music of accountability. It is the music of responsibility. And it is loud. Make sure to hit subscribe, turn on notifications, and stay with us. The next confrontation is already coming. These revelations are just the beginning. The deeper you dig, the more you find. And we are just getting started. The engagement metrics are skyrocketing. The social media feeds are exploding. The world is watching, and the world is angry. The anger is directed at the man in the suit. It is directed at the system that allowed this to happen. It is directed at the lies that were told. And the host is channeling that anger. He is giving it a voice. He is giving it a platform. And in doing so, he is creating a movement for truth, a movement for transparency, a movement for change. And the man in the suit is standing in the way, but he is no longer a barrier. He is a relic. He is a reminder of what was, not what will be. The future is here, and it is bright, and it is honest, and it is unforgiving. The host introduces a witness, not in person, but via audio. He plays a recording. The voice is shaky. It is afraid, but it is clear. It is the voice of an aide, someone who was there, someone who saw everything. The voice describes the mood in the room, the fear, the pressure, the orders to lie, the orders to destroy documents. The voice breaks, it cries. The sound of crying is raw and painful. It cuts through the studio like a knife. The man in the suit removes his hands from his face. He looks at the speaker. He looks at the host. He looks at the audience. He is looking for mercy. He finds none. The host plays another clip, and another. Each one adds another layer to the story. Each one makes the picture clearer. Each one makes the escape harder. The timeline on the screen fills up. Dates connect. Events link. The gaps close, the story becomes solid, it becomes real, it becomes undeniable. The man in the suit is no longer a politician. He is no longer a leader. He is a defendant, and the trial is happening live. The audience is the jury, and the verdict is already in. Guilty. The weight of the evidence is crushing. It is physical. You can feel it pressing down on the man in the suit. You can see his shoulders slumping. You can see his spine curving. He is being crushed by the truth. The testimony is devastating. It is personal. It is intimate. It reveals the human cost of the corruption. It reveals the fear that people lived in. It reveals the courage it took to speak out. The audience respects that courage. They honor it. They rally around it, and they turn against the man who caused it. The man in the suit is isolated. He is alone. He is surrounded by enemies, and those enemies are armed with the truth. The host is the general. He is leading the charge, and he is winning. He is winning decisively. He is winning completely. The man in the suit has no defenses left. He has no allies left. He has no hope left. He is finished, and he knows it. The realization hits him like a physical blow. He gasps. He chokes. He struggles to breathe. The air is too thin. The pressure is too high. He is drowning, and there is no one to save him. The collapse is not sudden. It is gradual. It is a slow-motion disaster. The man in the suit tries to speak. He tries to defend himself, but his words are jumbled. They make no sense. He mixes up dates. He mixes up names. He contradicts himself. He says he was not there, then he says he was there but it was different. Then he says he does not remember. The contradictions pile up. They trip him. He falls over his own lies. He stammers. He sweats. He wipes his forehead with a handkerchief. The handkerchief is soaked. He throws it on the table. It lands with a wet slap. The sound is disgusting. It is the sound of failure. The host watches him. He does not interrupt. He lets him dig. He lets him fall. He knows that the more the man speaks, the worse it gets. And it is getting much worse. The man's voice rises. He starts to shout. He accuses the host of bias. He accuses the network of conspiracy. He accuses the world of unfairness. But his shouting is weak. It is desperate. It is the sound of a drowning man. The audience does not react with anger. They react with pity. They look at him with sadness. They see a man who has lost everything. His power, his reputation, his dignity. He is stripped bare, and he knows it. He stops shouting. He slumps in his chair. He stares at the table. He does not look up. He is broken. The fight is gone. The fire is out. All that is left is ash. The breakdown is total. It is comprehensive. It is absolute. The man in the suit is no longer a public figure. He is a cautionary tale. He is a warning. He is a lesson. And the lesson is clear. You cannot hide from the truth. You cannot run from accountability. You cannot escape justice. Eventually, it catches up with you. And when it does, it is brutal. It is merciless. It is final. The host watches the collapse with a detached interest. He is not happy. He is not sad. He is professional. He is doing his job, and he is doing it well. He has exposed the rot. He has revealed the corruption. He has shown the world what lies beneath the surface, and the world is horrified, and the world is grateful, and the world is awake. The man in the suit is the catalyst. He is the spark. But the fire is burning now, and it will not be extinguished easily. The host leans forward. He speaks softly. He asks one final question. Do you have anything else to add? The man in the suit shakes his head. No, the word is a whisper. It is barely audible, but it is clear. He has nothing left. He has no more lies. He has no more defenses. He has nothing. The host nods. He closes his folder. He stands up. The interview is over. The man in the suit remains seated. He does not move. He cannot move. He is paralyzed by the weight of what has just happened. The cameras linger on him. They capture the emptiness in his eyes. They capture the defeat in his posture. He is a shell. He is a ghost. The host walks away. He does not look back. He has done his job. He has revealed the truth, and the truth has set the audience free. But it has imprisoned the man in the suit. Departure is abrupt. The man in the suit suddenly stands up. He knocks his chair over. The crash is loud. It is violent. It is the sound of a tantrum. He does not apologize. He does not explain. He just turns and storms out. He pushes past the crew. He shoves a camera aside. He bursts through the doors. He is gone. The studio is silent again, but the silence is different now. It is not tense. It is relieved. It is satisfied. The audience exhales. They clap. They cheer. They stand up. They applaud the host. They applaud the truth. They applaud the victory. The host acknowledges them with a nod. He does not smile. He does not celebrate. He just accepts. He knows that this is just one battle. The war is far from over, but this battle was won, and it was won decisively. If this moment shocked you, wait until you see what happens next. Stories like this don't end when the cameras turn off. The real consequences always come after the silence. The aftermath is immediate. The video goes viral before the man in the suit has even left the building. Social media explodes. Hashtags trend worldwide, memes are created, articles are written, the internet is on fire, people are sharing the clip. They are analyzing every frame. They are dissecting every word. The public reaction is swift and brutal. There is no sympathy, there is no doubt. The evidence was too strong, the collapse was too complete. The media picks up the story. News anchors discuss it with grave faces. Pundits debate the implications. Politicians distance themselves. Allies disappear. The man in the suit is isolated. He is alone. He returns to his office, but the office is empty. His staff has left. His phones are silent. He sits at his desk, the same desk where he once wielded power, and he stares at the wall. He thinks about the video. He thinks about the envelope. He thinks about the silence. He realizes that he made a mistake. He underestimated the host. He underestimated the truth. And now he pays the price. The fallout is widespread. It affects everyone involved. It affects the party. It affects the movement. It affects the country. The trust is broken. The confidence is shaken. The faith is lost. And rebuilding it will take years, if it can be rebuilt at all. The host has changed the landscape. He has shifted the paradigm. He has raised the bar, and now everyone else must meet it, or they will be exposed too. The threat is real. The danger is present, and the host is watching. He is always watching. He is always listening. He is always ready. The host returns to his studio. He is calm. He is composed. He prepares for the next segment. He knows that this is not the end. It is just the beginning. There are more stories, more secrets, more truths to uncover. He looks at the camera. He smiles. It is a genuine smile this time. He knows that he has made a difference. He knows that he has served the audience. He knows that the truth teeters, and he will keep fighting for it. He will keep asking the questions. He will keep shining the light. Because darkness thrives in silence, and he will never be silent. Drop your thoughts in the comments and tell us whose side you think truly controlled the room. Was it the fury or the facts? The battle for truth is ongoing, and your voice matters. Share this video with someone who needs to see the reality behind the headlines. The story of the man in the suit is not over. Legal proceedings will begin. Investigations will launch. The wheels of justice will turn slowly but surely, but the court of public opinion has already spoken. The verdict is in, and it is guilty. The host watches the ratings climb. He watches the engagement soar. He knows that the algorithm favors drama, but he also knows that the audience craves truth, and he has given them both. He has wrapped the truth in drama. He has made the facts entertaining. And in doing so, he has ensured that they will be heard, that they will be seen, that they will be remembered. This is the power of storytelling. This is the power of journalism. This is the power of holding power to account. The man in the suit thought he was untouchable. He thought he was above the law. He thought he could lie his way out of anything, but he was wrong. He forgot that the truth has a way of surfacing. He forgot that silence can be a weapon. He forgot that someone was watching, someone was listening, someone was recording. And now the whole world knows. The bombshell has dropped. The dust is settling. But the impact will be felt for years to come. Stay tuned for the next episode. We will be covering the fallout. We will be interviewing the witnesses. We will be digging deeper into the finances. The story is far from over. In fact, it is just getting interesting. Make sure to hit subscribe, turn on notifications, and join us for the next chapter. The truth is out there, and we are going to find it. Together. The lights in the studio dim. The crew begins to pack up. The man in the suit is escorted out the back door, away from the cameras, away from the crowd. He keeps his head down. He walks quickly. He wants to disappear, but he cannot. The image of his collapse is burned into the minds of millions. It is etched into the digital record. It is permanent. He is permanent. He is a cautionary tale. He is a warning to anyone who thinks they can hide the truth. To anyone who thinks they can bully their way out of accountability. To anyone who thinks they are bigger than the facts. They are not. The facts always win. Eventually, always. The host leaves the studio. He steps out into the night air. It is cool and fresh. He takes a deep breath. He feels tired, but he feels good. He has done his job. He has served the public. He has upheld the integrity of the press. He walks to his car. He gets in. He drives home. He thinks about the next story. He thinks about the next target. He thinks about the next truth. He is ready. He is prepared. He is relentless, and the world is watching. If this moment shocked you, don't look away. Hit subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next explosive showdown. These stories aren't just drama. They reveal how power really works. Stay with us. The next truth drop is coming. The game is changing, and you are part of it. Keep watching, keep questioning, keep demanding the truth. Because in the end, the truth is the only thing that matters, and we will not stop until we find it all. The narrative arc is complete. The tension is resolved, the truth is revealed, but the implications are just beginning. The ripple effects will spread. The consequences will mount. The reckoning will come, and the host will be there to document it. He will be there to report it. He will be there to ensure that it is not forgot. This is his mission, this is his purpose, and he will fulfill it. No matter the cost, no matter the risk, no matter the opposition, the truth is worth it, and the audience knows it. They support him, they trust him, they follow him. And together they will shine a light on the darkest corners of power. They will expose the lies, they will challenge the narratives, they will demand better, and they will get it. Because they have the power of attention, the power of engagement, the power of truth, and that power is unstoppable. The final image is of the empty chair, the chair where the man in the suit sat. It is overturned, it is broken. It is a symbol of his downfall, it is a monument to his failure. And it is a promise that no one is safe. No one is immune, no one is above the truth. The host looks at the chair, he nods, he turns off the light. The studio goes dark, but the story continues. It continues online, it continues in the courts, it continues in the minds of the people. And it will continue until justice is served, until accountability is achieved, until the truth is fully known, and host will be there, every step of the way, guiding the way, leading the way, showing the way to a brighter future, to a more honest world, to a society that values truth over power, and that is a world worth fighting for. So stay with us, stay engaged, stay informed, because the next story is already being written, and you are part of it. Your voice matters, your attention matters, your support matters. Together we can make a difference. Together we can change the world. Together we can uphold the truth. And that is the most important story of all, the story of us, the story of our democracy, the story of our future. And it is a story that we must all write together, with courage, with integrity, with truth. And with hope that justice will prevail, hope that truth will win, hope that light will overcome darkness. And that hope is alive, it is vibrant, it is powerful, and it is here. Right now, in this moment, in this video, in this community, and it will not be extinguished. It will burn brighter, it will grow stronger, it will last forever. Thank you for watching, thank you for listening, thank you for believing in the truth, and thank you for staying with us. We appreciate your support, we value your engagement, and we are committed to delivering the highest quality journalism, the most compelling storytelling, and the most impactful content, because you deserve it. You deserve the truth, and we will always strive to give it to you, clearly, honestly, unapologetically. So please hit that subscribe button, turn on those notifications. Share this video, leave a comment, join the conversation, be part of the movement, and let us continue this journey together towards a future that is bright, honest, and true. The end is not the end, it is just the beginning, and we are just getting started.